Today, me and Fisher are going over the top 5 most embarrassing times since I become a quadriplegic.
And let's get into it right now.
Coming in at number 5, I was at the casino. Well, I'm on a heater, as they would say. I'm on the craps table. And it's hot, you know, just had got done hitting all talls and smalls, whatever that's called. And that's when they hit all the numbers before they crap out at 7. And so, I mean, it's a heater. I'm making a little bit of money. I don't bet a lot, but I'm winning a little bit of money. And so, but I've got to go to the restroom. I haven't been in a couple hours. You know, I can, like I said, from other videos, you know, I've regained my bladder control. But when I got to go, I've got to, you know, sometimes it may be just a matter of seconds. Sometimes I may have a couple minutes. I never really know. But I mean, the table's hot. If I leave, you know, I'm scared I'm going to lose money. And anyway, I'm pushing it to the limits. Well, guess what? I push it too far. All of a sudden, bam, I have a bladder incident. And so here I am at the casino, and I've peed my pants. I'm at the craps table, and I've peed my pants. And so now I'm sitting here thinking, well, do I just sit here and let it dry? Or what do I do? Well, the next thing I know, you know, sometimes when you pee your pants, you know, it don't stink. Sometimes it does. Guess what? At the casino, got a hot table, my pee stinks. And so I have to, you know, I'm sitting there thinking, anyway, long story short, is I go ahead and leave and get back into the vehicle. That is definitely number 5 on our list.
And coming in number 4 spot is when I forgot to put the box springs on the bed the right way. I flipped it upside down. And this is when I was trying to level the bed. Now, me and my dad have these wood slats underneath our bed, so it raises the bed up for him, so it's not as hard to get out. So he's not, the bed's right here and this chair's right there, so he doesn't have to have that big of an incline. And well, he asked me to put the box springs on, and I put the box springs on backwards. And well, as soon as he got into the bed, squoosh, the bed went like basically right into the box springs. It was the bottom of the box springs, and like he was basically inside of the box springs while the bed was. And we had to call 911, and they helped him out of the bed. They just put a strap under him and just picked him up and put him in his chair. And that definitely was the experience. I think we just went to bed after that. We argued for a minute while they were coming to get us about how, knowing me, I probably said it wasn't my fault. It's the box springs' fault, knowing me. And yeah, that's number 4.
Coming in at number 3 on our list is having a bladder accident, peeing the bed basically, at my girlfriend's house. So in 2014, I go to the Shepherd Center like in January for a day program, and I get rid of the Foley catheter and I start self-cathing. And so I come back, and I just started dating this was the first person I started dating since my accident. And anyway, so sometime, you know, early in the year, you know, I was self-cathing, and I was having accidents. I was leaking a lot. And so anyway, me and Fisher would sleep in her downstairs bed. But this particular night, I was in her bed, I was in the downstairs bed, and, you know, before Fisher would come in there, the kids would fall asleep somewhere else. You know, maybe that she would get in, you know, we would lay next to each other and we would cuddle just for a minute or two or whatever. And so anyway, that particular night, I actually fell asleep and she fell asleep. And when I woke up, I had I had to go, so I was trying to self-cath real fast, and I wet the bed. And, you know, I'm worried to death. Is it going to get her? Is it going to get her? And so I'm thinking, what do I do? What do I do? I've done wet the bed. And I'm like, well, here we go. My first girlfriend since I had the accident, and now I done wet the bed. I said, no, I'm sure this is going to be the end of this. Boy, that was a very embarrassing time. As luck turned out, it did not go that far over and get into her. I did not wake her up. And so, like, maybe an hour later, I fell back asleep, and she had got up and left, and Fisher was in the bed. And so, luckily through the night, it did dry. And so at this point, I have another bonehead decision with this. It's like, do I tell her that it happened or do I not? And I was like, you know, I know she had a mattress, like the protectant mattress, whatever that's called, underneath the sheet. I was like, I know that caught it. And so as I made the bonehead decision that I didn't tell her, and so probably like a week later, she's like, "Did you have an accident in the bed?" And I was like, "How'd you know?" And she says, "Well, I saw the stain on the mattress protecting the cover." And I was like, "Yeah, I did." And so that was a pretty embarrassing moment for me, definitely at number 3.
And coming in at number 2 spot is the school bus. Now, I ride the school bus about every morning, but this particular morning, my dad wanted to take me as a car rider to school, and he's probably wanting breakfast or something. So he said, "Do you want breakfast?" I said, "Sure." Well, the bus comes around 7 o'clock, and it was about 6:50. Well, we get out there, and we're going to the car. He's halfway into the car. His shorts are halfway down as well. And the school bus drives right, like we have a next door neighbor who rides the same bus as me. Well, he gets on with him. I'm like, "Please just go, please just go." Well, he's right. He comes up and he just stops right our driveway and beep, just honking. And it's raining and his pants are coming down. Like, he's trying to get to the car. I'm holding his pants up and he can't move. And the board's underneath him. And the boards are wet. He can't get in. And the school bus eventually drives by. And that was definitely a very, very embarrassing moment.
Coming in at our number 1 spot on our top 5 most embarrassing moments since I've become a quadriplegic would definitely be me and Fisher at Walmart. We've got a basket full of groceries, or a buggy full of groceries, and my stomach starts rumbling and I have a bowel movement, a bowel accident at Walmart. And of course, you know, sometimes it may just be a little bit, sometimes it may be this or maybe that. This particular time when I go, it's a lot, and it starts falling out of the back of my wheelchair, like in between the cushion, the back, you know, and it's hitting the floor. So now we're in Walmart, and Fisher is kind of young, and he's so embarrassed. I am too. I mean, I was in my power chair, and he is. I'm going as fast as I can. I got poop coming out of the back of my wheelchair going through Walmart, and people looking at us. And you know, I can laugh about it now because it don't bother me now. But I hadn't been in a wheelchair very long at this time, and so I was really embarrassed. Fisher was like, "Hurry up, Dad! Hurry up, Dad!" And I was like, "I'm going as fast as the wheelchair go." And there was just poop going everywhere. And Fisher, he stepped in it, and he was so mad at me. He was yelling at me. I was like, "Quit yelling! You're bringing attention to us." He's like, "Well, Dad, you got poop behind you." He said, "How do people not know?" It was the funniest thing in the world now. But I will tell you that it was very, very embarrassing at the time. And so obviously, if you're a quadriplegic, paraplegic, you know, them types of disabilities, you've got some embarrassing moments, that's for sure. And it's probably going to include your bladder and your bowel before it's over with. That is a fact. Well, Fisher, me and you have been through some embarrassing moments.
Yes, we have, Dad. And I think that's our top 5 list. Do you agree?
Definitely, yeah. There's probably some other ones that would push to get there, but them are definitely our top 5 most embarrassing moments, that's for sure. The number 1 on that list, you're a little bit too young to remember it. That could be just number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. I'll tell you, it was very embarrassing.
Were we at the Mayfield Walmart?
Actually, we were in the Benton Walmart is where we were at that time, because I believe we still lived over there, but that's where it happened. Yeah.
Now I know why you don't like to go there a lot.
Yeah, they still remember that Dad pooped all over the Walmart floor.
Did we clean it up?
No, we didn't clean it up. We just left. We left. Why are you gonna clean it up?
With our bag of groceries?
Yeah, we left our groceries in the cart. We just left. We left them, and I think we told the greeter what happened, and we just left. And she was nice and said they would take care of it and put the groceries back up in that. So that's definitely what we done. But it is funny, right?
There are some embarrassing stories, Dad.
They are. And the question of the day is, Fisher?
What is the question of the day, Dad?
The question of the day is to put your top 5 most embarrassing moments since you become a quadriplegic or a paraplegic, or if you've been one since birth. Put your top 5 most embarrassing moments in the comments below, right, Fish?
Yep, make sure to put them in the comments below. And make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe.